morning. We're going to start. This video is basically a rant, hopefully not a very long one, regarding these Black & Decker 16-volt lithium model CHV Charlie Hotel Victor 1410L as in Lima Type 2. And why they suck, and I don't mean in the fact that they're a vacuum. What we're going to start off with is that my wife has had two of these. She uses them to clean at her mother's house, and the first one was a NiCad version, and I don't remember exactly how long it lasted. I want to say it was a year or two, and then it just started doing this thing where it would run for a few seconds and then quit. And I took it home and took it apart to see if it was fixable, and found that the battery pack in it, which was an unusual orientation, while it could be repaired, new cells could be built, or I did some extensive searching, and I think I did find a battery pack that would actually fit in here. The problem was that everything I found cost more in parts to fix than you could buy this thing brand new. So I decided, well, let's get a new one, and we'll get the lithium ion rechargeable one that should last longer, blah blah blah, whatever. No, that was not the case. This thing has a 2-year warranty, I think it is, and the battery gave out about 2 years, 1 month, 2.5 years later. I can't remember exactly. So I took it apart, and I'll do a video at some other time about the battery pack that's in here, because it can be fixed, but once again, if you buy legitimate, known good 18650 batteries, it costs more in batteries than this thing is brand new. Especially if you want to upgrade it to a 2500 milliamp hour or 3000 milliamp hour batteries, because the ones that were in it were only 1500 milliamp hours, and you're lucky if you could get 8 to 10 minutes out of this thing. So what I decided to do, and my wife won't be using it, and she's not going to get another one. It's just not worth it. I won't go into details of why she had it in the first place, but she feels that it's unnecessary. If it's not going to last any longer than a year or two, then it's pointless in buying. So just for shits and giggles, I converted this thing to corded. I'll put the information on what you need to do, and this is going from memory. I'm not going to open this thing up again. So if it doesn't work, and or you fry something yourself, the machine, not my problem. But anyways, oh, and if you were to try to convert this thing to corded, you have to understand that it needs a 16.8 volt power supply, and it needs to put out at minimum 11 amps. This thing draws 11 amps when it's running, and that's without a load. You can get Chinesium switching power supplies that put out adjustable voltages, and you can adjust them to around 16.8 volts, and you can get them for like 20 amps, and they're not very expensive, but they're still more than one of these units cost. It's amazing to me that they can build something like this for like 50 bucks, but you can't repair it for even close to that. So let's plug this thing up to some power. See if I blow a circuit breaker. So, yeah, it works with my shop power supply, and I might use it out here in the shed. That's right. I was going to say there is one way you can get this working. What you can do is you can purchase one of these adapters. This is for a Makita battery, but they also make them for DeWalt and most major brands. And Makita does make a battery that will run this. The normal Makita batteries have a voltage that goes between 18 and 21 volts, which you can't use with this. The motor in it is only rated for 16.8. But Makita does make a battery that, as far as I can tell, uses the exact same slot as the 18 volt battery, but it's a 16.8 to 14.4 volt battery. They're labeled as 14.4. If you already have some, you could attach one of these to the back of this, wire it directly in, and just use a Makita battery on it. But I don't have any 14 volt Makita batteries, and I looked them up, and the price is, once again, more than you can buy this thing new. So anyways, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.